Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Won't he do it?
Yes, she will. I met Jesus. She's black.
Okay.
Erykah Badu or Lauryn Hill? Who's the better artist?
Oh my God.
We not doing that.
What you mean?
What? Well,
What?
Who do you prefer? It's a preference.
I prefer
to listen to?
both of them at the same damn time.
Because like, if there was a hole in the earth that went from one side to the other, is that two holes or one?
It'd be a hole at the top and a hole at the bottom.
Yeah, but it's technically one hole that's just going straight down.
One hole.
Yeah.
My girl. Yes.
How you know it's
Now,
a girl?
my person.
My person.
My they, them. Journeys of Jay, I hope you show up to Red Rock on the 28th so I can finally meet you. First drinks on me. She said, well, that's my girl. She said, well. We here with it. We good to start, y'all?
Yes, please.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the How'd I Get Here podcast. It's the podcast for positivity, progression, and finding your own path. It's your co-host, Mr. Brown Broken Guapo, 10 toes down, big head up. It's another week. I got another dad joke. What up? Y'all ready? I need y'all to put your phones down and listen. I need y'all to give me the attention. All right, fine. What do you call? No. It's fine. I'm gonna tell the joke anyways. What do you call a Hispanic that hates protein powder?
What?
A Hispanic?
What do you call a Hispanic that hates protein powder?
Like, how do we get here?
Y'all ready?
No.
No way, Jose.
I just...
Get it? No way, Jose.
No, I heard you.
Oh,
I put my notes down for that.
yeah.
Gotta
She
unlock
said
my
no
phone.
way, Jose. She got it. Oh, man.
Oh, like the whey protein.
Yeah, whey protein.
I'm allergic to that, so I can't even have that.
So you're a Hispanic. Drink protein.
Last time I checked, I was not.
Might be. Well, shit, we here with another episode. We got the folks in the live. You know, we here. Everybody that's here, hello. How y'all doing? Spencer is pointing to his drink. Listen, if you guys ever throwing a party, have an event, a business event, a wedding, baby shower, you guys look up The Royal Pour LLC. They make the best drinks and they will bartend your event.
Or if you just want a personal bartender in your backyard, like,
Yeah, she should pull up on you.
hire her.
Higher, because Spencer got a drink, Ash got a drink. Me, I'm trying to lose my belly fat, so I'm chilling.
That was delicious.
Yeah.
I was like, I need a little stand.
Yeah, we're getting you. It's coming in the budget.
I need a stand and a bendy straw.
Hey, she said bendy. So what up with y'all? Introduce yourselves.
You know, y'all, I'm a little sad. I'm not gonna lie.
Sad.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, Waypoint Spirits?
I'm sad because it was chilly today.
At least a tree didn't fall on your house.
Well, it didn't fall on my house / I don't live in a house, I live in an apartment. But it did knock over a lot of trash cans and a lot of sidings on the buildings near my apartment. So I did not really sleep well. But, you know, it's Tuesday, so you know where I'm at. Here.
Secret location.
I'm here. But hey, y'all. How's it doing?
Chilling, big guy.
What up, though? Yeah, it's your boy Spence. Another Tuesday. That's all I got.
It be like that.
Well, shit, we're going to move a smooth transition into the question of the day. Ash, do your big one.
All right, y'all. My question of the day is, if your life had a warning label, what would it say?
That's funny as hell.
If my life had a warning label,
What would it say?
caution, does not have filter and does not shut the fuck up.
I feel like that's a lot on a warning label.
Well,
But you're right. I'm like,
crazy.
I mean, you're right in the sense of like, that's your warning label.
Does not have a filter, does not shut the fuck up. There you go. Hey, Mel.
Melissa.
Spencer.
It's really thinking.
Do not provoke.
No trespassing.
Do not bring Virgos.
The poor Virgos will never see the light of day.
What would my
Warning label.
Damn, I don't really know.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah.
My warning label would say item packs a punch.
Ooh. That's crazy.
Yeah, because, I feel like people look at me and they don't really expect, like, what they get from me. And then when they get it, they're like, wow, I was not expecting this from you.
I would not want you to punch me.
Well, not, like, punch in the sense of, like, a physical punch, but just like, oh, snap. Like, damn.
I got it. Caution, items may be bigger than they appear.
They already appear big.
That's not what I said.
All right.
Wow.
Hey, yo.
That was a little spicy.
Oven broke.
Oh. Must call the landlord then.
It wasn't in the lease. All right. On this day, we are going to move on to on this day. On this day.
On this day.
On this day.
How do you say it in Spanish?
Eneto dia.
Oh.
On this day.
That's fair, because it wouldn't, you could also say, like, today, but we're saying on this
She
day.
laughing. You said it wrong.
That was a him.
Oh, that's not Dre?
No, it's
Yeah.
just Dre.
It's just,
Dre laughing at you. Dre, how you say it?
He gonna Google Translate. He don't speak Spanish.
Oh,
dang.
how you know?
Maybe
'Cause
he's
I
been
know him.
practicing.
Right. What if that was his goal for 2026?
You right, Dre. My bad. Maybe you do speak Spanish, my guy.
Because, quarter one almost done, so he could have been putting in work in quarter one.
Right? First 12-week year almost over.
God damn.
All right, so what about if people split up their quarters in fours?
They don't do that, and we're not
On this day.
getting into it.
I mean, there are 4 quarters.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so as y'all know, it is March 17th. I'm not trying to ignore you, but I'm like, we can't get into it right now.
We've been down this rabbit hole before.
Right.
Ooh, positive yet petty.
Not the JK.
He makes a vet. Oh my gosh.
No, Journeys of Jay. No.
If
Yo,
Jacob
who
had
is that?
If Jacob had a fan club, like,
Right.
she would be the top of the list.
I'm with
Jay
it. Journeys
is
of Jay. Whoever you are, March 28th, you need to be at Red Rock Cafe.
Committee president.
Right.
Yes.
Committee president.
You are great. You are appreciated. And on this third of the show.
Her shit would be, I'm little but I'm big.
That's crazy.
That's so funny. But yeah, as y'all know, it is St. Patrick's Day. Do y'all believe, or do you feel like St. Patrick's Day is a real holiday?
Not in America.
Well, this is true.
In a capitalistic society, everything's a holiday.
I
is also true.
actually went to Ireland one year for St. Patty's Day and met more Americans than I did Irish people.
I believe it. They're probably sick of all the Americans being in their space.
Well, the way they celebrate, it's actually a religious holiday.
I did learn that.
So, yeah. So the way we celebrate just getting drunk and being stupid is not really how the traditional Irish people celebrate.
Interesting.
Granted, they did have a parade and yada, 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 but I think that was more for the touristy folk. Like, actual Irish people spend part of that day in church. Yeah, it's a Catholic holiday.
Interesting.
So,
Okay. Well, as we know, it is supposed to be highlighting the Irish culture, but it's also become a very capitalistic holiday to just influence drinking. It's a Catholic holiday. And also, I learned that in 1969, on this day, Golda Meir became Prime Minister of Israel, making her the first woman in modern history to lead a country. And then in 1910, I do not want to butcher up this woman's name. So I'm just going to say Akira Kei was born, but more relevant to Women's History Month. Oh, excuse me. His films later helped elevate global recognition of Japanese actresses in cinema. That's interesting. I also learned that today was, what other national day was it today that I learned? I'm having a blank, but I'm still going through my list. In 1976, during the early days of the American Revolution, women played key behind-the-scene roles like organizing supplies, communication networks, even though they weren't formally recognized for it. So on this day in 1976, women were helping the soldiers in the American Revolution.
Yeah, that's not even a long time ago.
It's really not, which is crazy. And in 1958, Dorothy Height, a major leader in both civil rights and women's rights, helped organize efforts that amplified Black women's voices, works that aligned with the spirit of this month, which I thought was also very interesting. Shout out to you, Dorothy. Love you, girl. And in 1845, Rebecca Lee Crumpler would go on to break barriers in medicine. I couldn't really find specifically which milestones in medicine, but I want to say, though, she might have been like chemistry medicine. Not chemistry medicine, but I think it had to do with using chemistry and other things, which we all know has become a more, I feel like, woman-dominated field, like the STEM majors. But shout out to you, Rebecca.
Ow.
Love you, girl.
Crumpler.
Right, getting crump with it. That was it.
That's it for on this day?
Yeah, I try to keep it kind of short because I know we got a good topic that we're going to talk about. So,
We got some shit to talk about today, so... Why are you laughing?
This came off.
The segue was funny.
Yeah, I was like...
My bad.
we got a good topic. We got some shit to talk about
shit
today.
to say.
Shit to get off our chest because, motherfucker, I'm tired of people saying they could do shit and we can't. So, with that being said, we's gonna talk about nepotism. Nepo babies, Nepo all of it. All right? Y'all in the chat, I want y'all to tap in.
Not Nepo babies, nepotism, Nepo all of it.
Yeah.
That is wild.
So, how do you guys...
Not Nepo baby.
How do y'all define the word nepotism? And I'm gonna get y'all's definition, and then I'm gonna hop on, give y'all like the actual Webster's dictionary definition.
I mean, mine's not very well put together, but I just always instantly think of nepotism as the bridge for white people to continue to get their way.
Yeah. I can't think of a way to say it in a few words. The privilege, maintaining privilege by giving their youth opportunities that they may or may not deserve.
The audacity to continue caucasity.
Is nepotism a hereditary disease?
Okay, well,
Ooh.
it's a good question. Why do you say...
Disease is deep.
Nigga said you white, you got a disease.
Sound like you some shit you can't wash off.
I was like, would it have been better if he said infection?
I don't know.
Why do you automatically... Well, the Webster Dictionary definition is the unfair practice of using power or influence to grant jobs, promotions, or favors to family members or close friends, regardless of their merit or qualifications. So that is the actual definition, right? So Ash hopped right into the melting pot and said, all right, I think it's for the white folk them, right? It's the way for the white folk to stay up and keep us down. Why do you jump straight to that?
I jumped straight to that because I think we've seen it more in that population. Not to say that like other races have not done so, but I think at least in majority of the experiences that I've either experienced nepotism hands-on, like it affected me, or just being a witness of it. It was primarily with someone who was of
The paper complexion.
the Mayo militia.
Okay, so Drea in the chat said when a child of an accomplished profession gets the advancement into rooms, right? So one thing that everybody's kind of like tiptoeing around but not really saying is the word that is actually in the definition of unfair, right? And I think everyone's kind of like alluded to that, but what is fair and not fair? Because, and I'm gonna play a lot of devil's advocate today, right? But if I'm a parent and I've put in my time, right? Yes, I've earned this, but isn't the point of me to put in time to make sure my kids don't have to go through the struggles that I went through to get to a place?
No.
Okay, speak on that.
Yeah, I was like, I think we are we as in society confuses that. I'll call it a justification. Like, I think that's a way to justify why like nepotism should be continuing forward, but realistically everyone should be able to say hands down like they have complete ownership of their success journey. And it's not to say, and it's not to confuse that people should not help you along the way to be successful. And then we can get into like what that help looks like. I think though, for you as an individual to be able to get to whatever the top of that career goal is, whatever achievements that you want to say like you've personally been able to achieve and say like these are all my successes, I don't think you will be able to always do that if you're not able to problem solve. You're not able to experience adversity in the sense of challenge. I think when you get into like race and those things, that's a different type of adversity. But
so if
keeping it very like plain.
I have a son, right? I don't actually have a son, but I have a son, right? I've done all these things. I've prepared him. He has the education. He has the skill. He has the ability. He then gets a job because I have a connection. Is that the same as nepotism? Because he is actually prepared. I mean, he is prepared and able to do the job and just got it because I put in a word?
No.
Or would nepotism be he got the job but isn't prepared and solely because I put in the word?
Well,
Wait, what?
I was... So he's saying like, is his son only getting the job?
The first option is not nepotism.
Yeah, I was like, the first option is not nepotism because...
But he got it because I put in the word.
It's networking.
I was going to say, but did he also go through an interview process?
Well, so would you say that you're not even you're not even going in through an interview when experiencing nepotism?
Yeah, like I feel
Like it's already yours. Here you go.
literally so. It's like it's just handed to you.
If we're focusing on that word unfair, there was nothing unfair about the first option. You said he was qualified and able to do the job. You pointed him in the right direction because you had a friend or a connection that could get him in the door. That is the ideal situation. That's networking. Now, it's nepotism if your son's a shithead. He's not able to do the job, but because he's your son and the guy's your golf buddy, he gets you a job. He gets him a job or an internship. Like, hey, listen, you really don't meet the need. Like, you really don't qualify for this shit. But because I know your father, like,
I'm giving you a shot.
Yeah, let's ride and see what you do.
Damn, there's a nepo baby at my job.
I feel like,
I'm about to see that nigga tomorrow and be like, nepo baby, nepo baby, nepo baby.
wow.
That's bullying.
Yeah, I was like, that's harassment. I don't think you should be doing that
Do something.
in your workplace.
Trying to leave there anyway.
And then threaten him.
Right, like it's crazy. I was like, that's like 5 strikes right
I
there.
believe that's a Title IX investigation.
Right.
So, are we then saying that the qualification of skill set is also playing a weight in it? Because to me, I think even if the shithead son was actually smart and qualified to do so, but maybe he didn't want to do it. He maybe wanted to pursue being a musician, and his father was like, no, you're not doing that. You're going into this business field, and I already set up the job for you, and you start Tuesday. And the father then did his strings to get him the job. The son did no interview, none of like the actual steps. I feel like that's also unfairness as well too, because if me and you have the same qualifications, but your daddy said interviewee HR person, and you just instantly get the job, but I had to do the first interview. I got called back for a second round. I did a final interview.
But you're just on the waiting list. I think like
Not the waiting list.
I think we're blending. I mean, as we're talking about, I think there's a fine line between networking and nepotism.
So let's talk about it. That is a very good point.
When it comes to the parental figure being involved, because if I run a Fortune 500 company, right, and my child doesn't want to work for me necessarily, but they're looking for a job, my connections are probably endless. So
That's fair.
my thing is, why wouldn't I put them in the best position to succeed if possible? Now, succeeding isn't throwing you in the water with floaties and being like, hey, listen, you're gonna be good regardless. It's throwing you in the water and say like, hey, listen, I gave you the opportunity to swim. Either you swim or you die. Like that's what it is. I think that's networking. Nepotism is the Trump family after Trump. Whereas he really built himself. I mean, I'm not like a Trump supporter whatsoever, but watching the documentary, you got to have a little bit of respect for the man's hustle, because he really did build himself up to where he is. And then once he got there, then he brought the shithead rest of his family there, and whether they're qualified or not, because his janky ass wife making dumbass movies that nobody watching. But
would you say the Kardashians are a good example of nepotism?
For sure. Yeah, because without their dad,
right,
Kim Kardashian would have never had a sex tape.
Ooh.
So you're feeling like her mom doesn't have any like pull and like what she did and then influenced them to
But that came
It's
after.
that now, but like pre that, like without their dad, they just some poor white family. You know what I'm saying? Like they not
they're white.
Yeah, regardless what people want to say.
So would you guys say you have ever benefited from nepotism? Because I like in listening to this, I know Spencer made a very good example of like networking versus nepotism, right? But to me, I look at how I got my most recent job, right? Nell was a social worker at the school. I needed a job. I have no education background at all. I said, bro, I'm looking for a substitute position. Can you help me out? He said, bro, fill out the application. I got you. Literally a week later, the building sub got fired. He called me. My interview was all of 4 minutes. And it wasn't even like my principal literally told me we have to. I'm having you come in because I have to.
But you're also a capable learner. Like I'm sure he's not doing that for all his friends.
Right.
Yeah, and I also think too, like, I think we also get stuck on the fact of always necessarily having the specific qualifications for a job and not looking at like your transferable skills. So he also probably saw like whatever skill set you did have and was like, okay, based upon your skill set,
Lewis, I'm here.
and based upon like your character, and because you knew him, like you networked and got the opportunity, and then your skill set like showed for that. I think now that we've kind of started breaking down the differences between networking and nepotism, I feel like networking is more beneficial when you are able to back it up with your character and skill set, even if you don't have specific skill sets for a role. Whereas like for nepotism, it's just kind of like blanking over the fact of just like, even your character and like your actual skill set don't really align with this role, but your name brings good status to like the establishment, or maybe like, you know, if it's a college student or like someone that's fresh out of college and their parents just made like a super large donation to whatever company or business. I'm like, and now they're just like, oh yeah, here's your position.
All you honorary doctorates. Yeah, like, because your question was, have we ever benefited from nepotism, right? Not directly, but I've definitely worked places where the owner's child was in the same role as me, not necessarily deserving, and I benefited because I used to smoke their boots. Like being in sales, like you know, sometimes you got it or you don't. And they just were put in the position because, oh my god, like, you're the only child. How hard can it be, type of thing. And people are looking at this person sink like fast. And it's just like, well, yeah, you put a marker, like you put a target on their back because you're the only owner's child. You're really supposed to be like, you're supposed to be the one. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be leading by example. And since you're not, yeah, I'm taking every opportunity I can to smoke you because it's gonna make me look better. We ended up being friends, but
it was the situation was what it was.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I was gonna say I have never benefited from nepotism, but networking, yes.
So it's just Mel said in the chat, I work for my twin sister. Does that count?
You work for her.
But based on what we've been saying, it isn't because she's also qualified.
Mel got 5 jobs too.
Facts.
So like, it's not like a full time. Like, she could leave that job and still be alright.
Right.
She's like working for her sister to help, and it's mutually beneficial. But like, that don't count.
And she did the work to get there. I don't think her sister would have hired her.
Facts.
Like,
you can't just do that without a degree.
You feel me?
Hi, Key. There'll be a lot of questions asked.
You'd have to start a podcast.
Oh man. So what about access, right? Once you've put in enough work, enough grind, right? Do you feel like that grants you access to certain rooms and certain opportunities?
If you want, I think.
Yeah, I think it depends on like what you're going after. Like, what are you seeking?
Yeah, and like, it really depends on what you're seeking, where you work. Corporate likes to sell this dream, you know, if you work hard, you can be in my shoes one day. Like, fuck your shoes, bro.
My foot don't even fit your shoe.
Yeah, my foot don't fit your shoes.
It's like you and your bitch ass Crocs.
Yeah, them shoes raggedy, and like, where's the quality of life? So yeah, I guess I think hard work and discipline will get you into whatever room you want to get into. I think you can't be sold the dream that a lot of businesses try to sell to make you a good employee as opposed to a better person.
I also think too, like, your hard work and your skills can only get you so far. And I say that to say, like, yeah, like, doing all that might get you into those rooms, but I think people focus more on getting into those rooms instead of figuring out how to stay in the room.
Facts.
Because I feel like just as easy as somebody can get into that room, they could easily get out.
So you were saying basically, like, it's a lot of people work to get in those rooms, but can they stay in those rooms?
Yeah, like, I think, like, going back to Spencer's point of these companies selling you this dream of just like, yeah, like, you could be in these positions one day if you do like X, Y, and Z. But I don't think a lot of people in those companies, and not enough companies, are actually teaching you, one, how to get there, and then two, how to stay in those positions. Because I think people forget, like, at the end of the day, like, these companies have to make money. So if you're not making them money, they're not caring about all that work you put in to get to that position. If you're not sustaining your role and you're not making more connections when you're in that role to stay in that role, and for people to also say, like, yes, like, I know them on a professional level, I know them on a personal level, and like, not only does their skill set speak for themselves, but like their character as well. Like, people forget, like, I don't care how qualified you are, if your personality sucks, if your attitude sucks, God don't like ugly.
You bring the team down. You're a negative influence at work.
Oh my.
Maybe you just don't want to work there.
So what I'm
That's
what
a
this
personal morale they gotta figure out.
Right.
what this is making me think of, right? We worked hard, we got into a situation, right? Painting a picture. Now Ash is saying, like, now that you're there, you got to stay there, right?
If you want to.
If you want to, right? But then on the flip side of that, there's also a sense of privilege, right? And I'm thinking in maybe like the music or the sports industry, right? There's certain athletes and musicians that, like, or even actors. There's people that say, I'm not auditioning for this role. You know what I mean? Or certain music people that, like, nah, you got to pay to be on my feature. I'm not paying you. Or certain athletes, like, nah, bro, I'm not trying out for that team. Or matter of fact, look at my resume. You should want me on your team, right? There's a privilege that comes with things once you've put in work and gotten to a certain level. So I guess the question in that is, like, how does privilege then differentiate from nepotism, right? Because in that sense, sometimes people will be given an opportunity based on a name or where they come from or something of that stature.
Okay. All right. So I understand what you said, but I don't think that
Is the same.
I don't think that represents privilege. Like, getting in, if I worked hard to get into a room, I no longer take it as a privilege. I earned the right to be here. Now, the privilege I have is not to stay here, but, like, yeah, I'm not kissing ass. I'm not patting you on the back for the work I did to get in this room. Like, I'm gonna stay in this room because I'm gonna show my value. I'm gonna keep creating opportunities for myself and people around me to succeed. But, like, I don't think that's a privilege. I think that's just me doing what I was supposed to do, getting where I wanted to go, and now on to the next feat. Personally, you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that. Yeah, because I think too, I feel like when we talk about nepotism, privilege also makes its way in there, in the sense of, like, the people that benefit from nepotism the greatest. I feel like that privilege, like, for them, it's the privilege of, you know, if it's like a family name type of, like, nepotism thing of, you know, this person is, you know, a Kennedy. That name already has, yeah, so it's like they already have that privilege of having that name, and then it ends up just, like, kind of carrying them through.
So can y'all define, Lewis in the chat says, can y'all define the word privilege?
Yeah.
Like, in your own words.
You want to start and work your way down?
Oh, damn, I was hoping you started.
Not the Uno reverse.
Oh, man.
Throw another one.
Damn, that's hard. I guess privilege, in my own words, this is tough because it's something that is given to you. I'm struggling with the word, if I want to throw the word earned in there or not.
I think there's multiple definitions of privilege. Like, it's a privilege to do or be something, but then there's also people who are privileged. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, like, I think for me, like, when I was speaking of, like, privilege and nepotism, I'm thinking of, like, privilege in its verb context of, like, those kids have been privileged to now be essentially handed this opportunity just because they were, like, born into a family that had, like, generational wealth.
Yeah, I know. I like my Game of Thrones reference. So it's like when people get knighted, right? It's a privilege to be a knight. It's a privilege to serve your king or queen for the rest of your life and die for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, you should be honored.
That's a privilege.
A privilege is an honor. In one definition of the term.
Privilege is an honorable thing that you are probably grateful for and you hold in high regard. Like shit, I would hope one day my kids say it's a privilege to have my last name. You know what I'm saying? Like as a legacy, like no, I feel passionate and I'm honored to have the last name Cephas. For whatever that means in that time. But then also privilege. I mean, when I think of privilege, I think of like I think of white people. I think of the people who. What's the other P word that is escaping me right now? Not privilege. Not privileged. It's
Potassium.
Potassium is not it.
Potassium.
While you think about that, I think privilege, based on what we're saying, is
I'm also trying to think of what this P word is.
an honor that brings you status, opportunity, or potassium.
Like, okay, think about your soccer career, right? Would it have been a privilege to get that major contract you were looking for?
Yeah.
Did you also feel like it was a privilege to play on the national team?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That was a good question, Lewis. That was great. You should come back on the show. Maybe bring some of those cool flippy cups that you brought a couple years ago.
Brown skin girl X, who that?
I don't know. But so would you guys say that nepotism is bad?
It's unfair. Is unfairness bad?
I think.
Well, what's unfair?
It's in the definition.
Well, I know that.
Yeah, I think nepotism has had negative connotations to those have been negatively impacted by it. But those that have been positively impacted by it, then they would see it as a positive.
So if more people of color benefited from nepotism, right? Like if everybody was getting fair nepo opportunities across the board, would it then be unfair and be a bad thing?
I mean, that's not possible.
Yeah, I think like unfortunately our society and system really should have had people of color, and I'm just speaking of like America specifically, like America being built on the backs of black people, like in like no sense of that should then have black people today still be struggling. Like if anything, like we built this country, so therefore like we should be getting all of its riches and rewards, but yet here are the lesser folk, because we are now the majority. The lesser folks have still continued to bring us down.
I think
That's just me.
if I didn't want to say it's good or bad, I would just say when the tables turn and we have caught up to it, don't move the goalposts. Because if that's the case, then it's good. I think it's like, I don't know, how do y'all feel about DEI? You know, like how do you feel about people just like being able to get a job for certain factors that other people can't have? You know, like just aren't privy to, whether it be the color of their skin, man or woman. You know what I'm saying? Like certain times, I don't want to.
But it's set in place to even the playing field.
Yeah, I was like, that's the whole purpose. Like
Because if it
DEI.
wasn't there, we wouldn't even be getting put in those rooms. So
Okay.
it's
And like women wouldn't be able to hold certain statuses that like they are able to be holding today.
No, I 100% agree. My thing is, once the playing field is quote unquote then even, like then what? Like, so does everyone have the same nepo privileges? Like, at that point, is nepotism good? Because there's no way. Like me personally, there's no situation where if my kid sucks or is not equipped to handle something, am I putting them in that situation unless it's a lesson to be learned, you know, unless it's like a growing opportunity.
Spencer about to throw his kids in the deep end.
I mean,
Learn to swim or drown, nigga.
I mean, like, yes, but again, back to if I ran a business, I'm not just hiring you just because you're my child. Like, what are you bringing to the table? Like, what skills and resources can you bring to the company to make it better? If nothing, this isn't the company for you to work at. Regardless if I run it, regardless if I could give you a salary of whatever the fuck I want to, I'm not just going to do that because you're my child, because I'm setting you up for failure.
So then why and obviously none of us can speak to this because none of us are in a position of power or white, right? But why then do folks do it?
Because nepotism is widely considered unfair because it prioritizes personal connections over merit, skills, or experience. The question mark threw me off.
I think that might have been a typo. I personally, so like going off of Lewis's point, I was just gonna say something similar of like, I truly believe that nepotism is a social constructed term to help benefit white people, because white people have always felt like they were the minority, even though at one point was the majority.
How do we make sure we stay in power?
Literally.
Nepotism.
And how do we keep moving the goalposts so like even when they get a little closer, they're like,
You gonna be okay, Timmy.
Right.
You gonna be okay. My 401k been on your back for a long time.
Right, it's gonna stay there.
So
that's why I'm like, personally, if we people of color were to pull a Uno reverse and be like, boom, we're now doing the nepotism, then we
get our reparations.
Right, we're getting our reparations, but then also we're going to see how we had with the boohoo crying of DEI being unfair.
So
that's just me.
I got a question.
I'm about to say, because I'm...
All right. If I'm running a black-owned business, right, and majority of my employees are black, right, does DEI then come into play that I got to hire a white person?
No, because DEI is not... I think
it's for major corporations, no? Is it for everybody?
I mean, anybody of any like business statute can still incorporate like DEI because... I mean, you see it on the higher levels because when you have bigger populations of workers, like it has to be like a mandatory like checks and balances. Whereas like if you're on a smaller scale, people don't feel like there needs to be as many checks and balances because, like you're more direct with your workers. You're more instant like of being able to fix something or help a situation.
HR says yes.
She said I would be expected to hire a white person.
Yeah, and I mean, that's where I'm just like, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Just not for you.
That's like, yeah, like DEI was not made for you. It was made because of you. And now you want to reap the benefits of it is just wild to me.
Ooh, I almost said some out of pocket
and shit. If you didn't and they felt discriminated, they could sue you. Yep, they love to do that.
Interesting.
They sure do.
Interesting. So let me get another question. You guys, if you were put, and I wish I could paint a perfect picture, but you guys are given a job opportunity in result of nepotism. Y'all saying yes or no?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Yeah, at first I would be like, do I even want to go into this? But I think I'm realizing more and more that sometimes it's not always about what you want to do. It's also about what you're good at, what you can do, and what will help you get to where you can be in a space to do what you want to do.
I ain't gonna lie. You could put me in a position that I may have no transferable skills to, and I'll figure that shit out.
That part.
Like, if the number right, and I'm not going against, like, my moral compass, like, yeah, why not? Might as well. I don't like... And maybe it's an entertainment thing. I just don't like the whole... LeBron and Bronny situation because that boy ass.
He's not though. This year,
what?
Bro, the G League team that he's playing on because he's got a 2-way contract. They're 11-0 when he plays.
I mean, I feel like he's definitely gotten better though. Oh, not you bringing down the G League.
Yeah, not everybody in the G League's bums.
Yeah, I was like, there's some nice ass people in the G League.
And I would also like to know, because I think he was drafted like number 51. I would like to know everybody that was drafted after him. What the fuck are they doing?
Probably balling.
Because granted, should he have probably stayed one more year in college? I believe that 1,000%.
You think Bronny is made for the NBA?
I think he's capable of sitting on a bench. Do I think he's coming in and being Con
You think
Knuckle
Bronny
or Cooper
deserves to
Flag?
be on somebody's NBA roster getting paid?
Jared Dudley was
Yes
in the
or
NBA.
no?
Yes, yes. I believe that.
Okay.
Now, did LeBron James help him get there? 1,000%. But I genuinely believe there are not how many ever players in the draft, 100 players better than Bronny that he does not at least deserve to have a two-way contract. I think he's better than Mac McClung, little bum that won the dunk contest 3 years in a row.
Not little,
But he doesn't really play. He was in the dunk, and he could dunk better than Bronny. Let's talk about that, little white boy. Like, I think, again, I think if we're gonna use nepotism, I think we got to use it strategically, because again, don't put your child in the spotlight for them to fail, because now it's just like, yeah, Negro, like, you're one of the best NBA players to live, but he not, and now you put a spotlight on him that you put him in shoes he can't fill, and now that's horrible.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna mess with his mental.
I feel like he's still got time.
I mean, he definitely still has time.
I mean, that's true.
And I think it definitely was a better move for him to drop to, well, I don't want to say drop saying like it's a demotion to go to the G League, but to remove himself.
By definition, like, we don't got to sugarcoat it.
I mean, it's not sugarcoating though, because like at the end of the day, regardless of what league you're playing in, I feel like you can still be a dope ass player in whatever league you're playing in, but because like everybody be dick riding certain like leagues, then it's just like, oh, if you're not in this league, you're ass. And it's like,
do you not agree? We're not taking the W into account. Do you not agree the NBA is the highest level of male basketball?
well,
Yeah.
Okay,
but
everything else is a demotion, no?
but that's because nothing has been made to like surpass it though. They just
Big
said
Three
like
coming up. So-
they just said like, oh, yep, this is it. But I'm thinking like in the terms of if there were to be something higher than the NBA, then I'll be like, oh, you play for the NBA and you're not playing in this league.
I know, but as it stands right now, if you're not in the NBA,
Then yes, you would be seen.
You still
as-
better than me.
yeah, but that's not saying anything. Like, basketball not your sport. If he can play soccer the better than you, then okay, like, shame on you.
That's crazy. Oh man, well shit. I mean, cool. Yeah, I got any more comments or questions about nepotism before we move into?
I think black people need to start pulling more Uno reverses on the nepotism.
No, that's a fact.
Like,
Strategically.
why are we not being strategic about if you have status and you've worked hard? Come on now.
Lewis.
Are you a player when you at work? Should you play the game like everyone else?
Can I answer this?
I think we all can, but you can take it first.
Clock it, Lewis. Clock it.
I say, as far as when it comes to work, no. Like, you're a player because you're part of the game, but like the game of like rubbing shoulders, kissing ass, like talking to the right people the right way, I think that game is so lame when it comes to I've never liked it. One of my good friends, Charlie, working with him, I used to see he plays the game very well. Like, very well. It's very like it's natural to him. And I'd look at it and be like, man, this is gross. Like, this is not how you are outside of here. Like, this is like when we hang out and chill, like, you do not act like this.
Like, it's not giving Charlie no more. It's giving Charles.
No, facts. So, and it's so funny you say that because, like, his name in my phone is saved Charlie Chuck Charles.
Not Chuck.
But I struggle with that because I genuinely don't be caring what people think. Like, I think my work should speak for itself. And if it doesn't, then, all right, now you have a voice. But if just because I don't want to hang out with y'all outside of work doesn't mean I'm a bad employee. It just means I got better shit to do outside of work.
So because I now work in corporate, because I was very anti-corporate for a very long time. I was like, no, I'm not going to be in corporate.
It's got its perks.
It has its perks. And I will say this, like, I don't think playing the game means that you also have to lose yourself. Like, I think people lose themselves in that kissing ass, making sure they're talking to people the right way, blah, 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 blah. Like, that shit, I don't agree with at all either. Like, that is not me. However, being in corporate now, like, I'm utilizing who I am as a person and my morals and sticking to that. But yes, I'm also going to play the game to elevate to where I need to go. So if that means I need to put one-on-ones on this person's calendar, yeah. But they're also going to see me for me. And if they don't respect that, that's fine. I just know then you're not the right avenue to get to where I need to go.
So I think
I respect that.
This is chess, not checkers.
I think Ash literally hit it on the head because I play the game, but I play the game as me. You get what I'm saying? So like your boy Charlie Chuck Charles, right? Whoever the fuck he's
the thing is he's playing it as him too.
Right, but the thing is about me is like when I come, you get in the same attitude, personality, whatever that you would get in this office, in that meeting, at a bar, whatever the case is, right? So like you can't ever say that I'm not being consistent or being something else because you are literally getting, and I'm playing in a personable way that it's like, you know what? I actually like this guy. Actually, I can't get rid of him. Actually, we want him in these rooms because he's bringing something, because there are other people that are playing games with a certain agenda or with a certain personality. Right. Whereas like Jacob don't care because Jacob's Jacob. We need that in this room.
Jacob's a honey badger.
Because a lot of honey badger don't care.
Honey badger don't give a shit.
Like, and that's, bro, you know how many times I done told them in that building, like, yo, y'all get rid of me, I'll have a job before I get to the parking lot. Like, I'll be good with or without y'all. And they be looking at me like, bro, I'm dead ass.
That's a fact.
No, and I think it's really funny too because I feel like certain people who take on that mentality of like, you gotta play the game but like kissing ass, and then they don't get where they want to be, and they see other people who also have played the same game but played it differently and have gotten more successful. I'm just like, come on now, because I'm just like, even with my job, my first year, I got majority of my bonus and I got a raise, and I'm still getting put into different rooms because I played the game as me.
Clock
And
that.
she show up with dinner.
Clock that.
Yo, let me tell y'all something. The best thing you could learn in a professional environment is that they need you more than you need them. And in some instances, that is not true.
Okay.
That is not true.
Where we going?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Right?
like that's a slippery slope.
Right.
Where we going?
But the second you get into a position where a job needs you more than you need them, I'm not telling you to act the fool and start doing fuck shit. What I'm telling you is the ball is in your court. But you need to put yourself in that position where they need you more than you need them.
I think also too though, like
Spencer's like, whoa.
it's the game of respect. Like I think one thing too you have to remember is respect should and always respect. So like if you coming into that game with the type of tone and respect of you are not only controlling the setting for yourself, but you're also setting the tone of what you're giving and what you want to receive back. A lot of these higher ups are also looking to see that, because some people are coy, other people are sly and will try to kind of navigate into other areas to really kind of see like what kind of person you really are. But like that's when you also got to remember, like, you have to kind of really comb through what it is that they're trying to get out of you and also what you're trying to get out of them.
One of my favorite games to play in corporate is telephone.
Not the telephone.
Like, I'll tell certain people certain things and other people other things, and then like I'll see who brings it up. Like brings up certain things, because it always, like, in any office setting, maybe it's a sales thing, but like people talk. Like people love to chat. So like it's I remember I told one person something 2 weeks later, because we go in on like the same day every week to like a joint office. 2 weeks later, someone else brought it up, but not in like my words. They brought it up like, oh yeah, so and so was telling me this, and then like we need to. I was like, that's very interesting. Okay, cool.
I wonder where I've heard that before.
Yeah, and that's how you can really figure out who the Judas of the group is.
Lucifer.
No,
I
facts.
like that.
So
Well, shit. On that note, Y'all know what time it is?
Nepo baby. Oh no.
No. Oh shit. There's no ducking.
No
ducking. Oh shit. No ducking. Oh, no ducking.
Get away from me, you nepo.
Oh, get away. That way. Which way? That way. Ducking.
You nepo.
I like it. All right,
Hope y'all like my dance moves.
Ooh, bust a little two-step. All right, bet. So, no ducking is individual questions for each of you. Anyone want to volunteer to go?
I'll go first.
I bet. All right, Jacob. So, what TV show would you want to live in? Which one would you not want to be in?
TV show.
The first. Yo, somebody rubbing the shit out of that cord.
I was like, is it me?
Oh, no.
The first TV show that comes to mind that I would want to live in is Rocket Power.
Okay, I can see that.
They had a great fucking time. Wiggity wiggity wiggity. Yeah, it was kind of fire.
I feel like that show doesn't get enough credit.
Facts. Which TV show would I not want to live in? The first one that comes to mind, one of them corny ass Love Island shows.
A reality TV?
Yeah,
I mean,
there's certain reality
they're all
TV
fake.
shows that I might get jiggy with, but I say 90% of reality TV shows I would want nothing to do with.
I felt that in my soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all clickbait.
All right.
I'm so glad that my current girlfriend does not subscribe to those kind of shows.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Won't he do it?
Yes, she will. I met Jesus. She's black.
Okay.
And a woman.
Yeah, I need to put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
I think they already got it on a shirt.
Really? I met Jesus. She's black?
Oh no, like, because he said like she is woman,
Oh, yes. Okay.
and they're saying like God is woman.
God.
Yeah, but you could throw that other stuff on there too.
Right. All
I don't
inclusive.
know. I don't know where you're gonna put it all, but you know.
All right, cool. So in Ash,
Jeez.
10 years from now, where do you see yourself as far as where you live, family life, occupation, and ideal hobby?
Oh God, I stopped thinking this way so I could be more in the present. Well, I just turned 29, so that would mean not too much on me, Unc. Not too
You
much.
about to be 30 next year?
I am.
And we got to do like a live podcast in Barbados at a resort.
Ooh.
As long as
all
Rihanna's
inclusive.
yes, and as long as Rihanna's there, that's fine.
Hell nah. I'm over it. My fault. Sorry. That was selfish of me. Sorry.
It's her birthday, sir.
You're right. My bad.
Oh my God.
I'll try to see if I can get Method Man.
Oh,
on,
that's
too.
Donnie. What up, Donnie? Yo, watch out for falling trees, bro.
Dun da da. So in 10 years, where do I see myself? I hope to be owning my own business on the dime of working corporate. You said where I would be?
Yeah, where would you live?
Ooh. I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. Definitely not in Connecticut.
That's all right. We
I
can
respect that.
zoom you in through the pod.
Shit, I hope I'm not here in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, just saying, like, I don't know. I feel like Connecticut's just getting real expensive. And it's getting harder to find places to live and rent. I would say probably in the DMV area.
Talk that shit.
Or maybe Georgia. Maybe Georgia.
Georgia.
Or even, Charlotte. I've been hearing Charlotte a lot, and like I have a few friends in Charlotte, but one of my childhood friends, like she's been trying to get me out to Charlotte for years now.
Road trip.
So, that might be the move. And then what else was it?
Family life?
Ooh, family life. So I have been thinking more about like when I would want to have kids, but I'm also in the mindset of like I still want to accomplish a few things first before I sit down and have kids, because when I do have children, I want to be able to really not miss
present.
not miss any moments with them. Like I want to really be able to experience all of their core memories together. So maybe by that time I've already reached all my goals. I'm like, yeah, kids. Probably maybe 2. I feel like that's a good number.
Okay. You already said occupation, business owner. I don't know if you want to go too deep into it.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna be a business owner of a few things. I still want to have my Black-owned farm and create jobs for the Blacks. Honestly, I think like more Black people, at least on my feed, more Black people have been getting into agriculture and learning how to grow food, and they've been all saying that's something that they've used that as another way to keep us down, because a lot of people who do know how to grow food and create businesses and create their own lifestyle and livestock essentially for themselves make a lot of money. And like that's another avenue that we could have been doing, especially going back to like our ties of like really being forced to maintain other people's lands. Like why not also then turn that around and then benefit from it? So I would definitely do that. I would also be hopefully owning my own clinic space. So in this clinic space, it would be a parental advocacy and education space for Black and brown families with special need children, and really advocating for those families and educating them to advocate for themselves, understanding the politics of when it comes to insurance, what insurance to get for specialty services, what school programs to look for, what other specialty programs to look for outside of school settings. And also hopefully by then they would also have a lot more resources for kids who maybe be on the spectrum or have any neurodiversity delays that maybe impede them from not being able to be self-sufficient as they get older and may need still care as they're older adults with special needs. And there's not a lot of services or programs out there for that either. And overall, I first wanted to really just like, dismantle the healthcare system. But because I'm only yay small and I can't do that by myself, I've just realized just to put other things in place to still help benefit the people of color in that space. So that's hopefully what I'll be doing and making money.
And ideal hobby. I feel like this was such a lopsided no duck in my
It's all
Fuck
cool.
me.
Ooh, ooh.
I'd rather not.
He said I'll leave that to the professionals.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
She's Black.
She is God. Hobby, I don't know, because like I've definitely ventured into a few hobbies in the start of 2026, and I kind of fell off a little bit. I slacked off a little bit in Q1, so I'm trying to get back into it. But honestly, I think my hobby would probably be teaching other Black women and just also women of color how to be more self-sufficient, like in building things and doing things for themselves.
A straw has 2 holes.
It's got one.
It has 2.
I think it's one.
Is it just one elongated hole?
Because, like, if there was a hole in the earth that went from one side to the other, is that 2 holes or one?
It'd be a hole at the top and a hole at the bottom.
Yeah, but it's technically one hole that's just going straight down.
One hole. Do.
2.
Well,
Journeys of Jay just gonna agree with you for anything.
Yeah.
my girl. Yes.
How you know it's a
Now,
girl?
my person.
My person.
My they, them.
That is hilarious.
Oh, man. All right. That brings us to keep it or leave it. Keep it or leave it. Take that. Keep it or leave it. Take that. Now, in honor of...
Don't want to take it.
You're going to take it anyways.
Whoa.
No,
No
thank
Diddy.
you.
Damn.
No Epstein. My bad.
No, thank
So, in honor of National Women's Month, right?
Women.
I decided to put some, I guess, things together and see who was the best. So we are going to put some competition. I don't know if I'm explaining. So I'm going to give y'all options. Y'all got to tell me who's the better of the two. Y'all get what I'm saying?
So now we have to pick.
Yes, you're going to pick.
Between 2 women.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Joy.
I knew you were going to say that.
We penning. Okay, are they black?
I think everybody on this list is black except one person. 2 people.
Damn.
As long as they're not white.
All right. So, Erykah Badu or Lauryn Hill, who's the better artist?
Oh my God.
Oh, we not doing that.
What you mean?
What? Well,
What?
if-
Who do you prefer? It's a preference.
I prefer.
to listen to?
both of them at the same damn time.
If you were getting in a
Both of them at
car,
the
if you were
same
getting
damn
in a car, and you had to pick an artist to listen to first, Erykah Badu or Lauryn Hill,
I can't pick either one. So
I'm picking Lauryn Hill.
I'm gonna go to someone else. As Lauryn Hill, as I've embodied,
I should have saved this for no ducking. This is crazy.
If I had to embody my Lauryn Hill more and more, then possibly. But I've been really tapping into some of Erykah Badu's like old stuff. Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, to be fair, I'm not
bugging.
I'm not putting any of them on anytime soon, but like it's this.
What?
That's tough. Yeah,
I know it's tough. Erykah for me. Oh, see? Okay, cool. Thank you, Lewis, for participating. On to the next one. Who was the best of Child of Destiny? Beyonce, Kelly, or Michelle?
looks or like
Whatever,
career?
however you wanna. Who was your favorite?
Nah,
Who was your favorite? Beyonce.
My favorite is Kelly, regardless of anything else. Yeah,
Honestly, and this is no shade.
don't say Michelle.
There's no shade to Michelle. But I've always made the joke at work, like two of my friends, like, because it's like people always refer to it sometimes as like the three of us. In my head, I'm always thinking like, okay, y'all the two Beyoncés, and I can no be anything less than Kelly. Like, I can't be a Michelle, because like, no shade to Michelle, she did her big one, but everybody don't be remembering about Michelle the way they should be. So I'm trying to be remembered, so I'm definitely gonna be at least Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah, Kelly's so bad.
Now,
Yeah.
this one, I don't think Spencer will have an answer for this one. I'll let you
Why not?
slide.
Okay.
The better women's basketball player, Maya Moore or Breonna Stewart?
Maya Moore.
Yeah, I was like, no shade.
That's my goat.
No shade.
Yeah,
no
my-
shade.
But a lot of people say Stewie got it.
I mean,
Not yet.
Stewie was
She got a lot to go.
like in college. Like,
She's done a
Stewie
lot.
was the GOAT for me because that's who I grew up in college watching.
Oh, that's right.
Because I was there at the peak of when we was doing the back to back. But I feel like Stewie's still evolving her game, that she's still not even, I feel like, fully satisfied of where she's at. Like, yes,
Right.
she's accomplished a lot. So I'm like, it has to be.
And
Maya
that, and
Moore.
respectfully, yeah. Like,
Yeah, like respectfully.
We're going to skip that
she
one.
got a better career than Bronny.
That's crazy.
It's a fact.
All right.
And Stewie's children will probably have better chances with the nepotism.
The next one. Aunt Viv number 1 or Aunt Viv number 2?
One.
Dark skin Aunt Viv or
One.
light skin Aunt Viv?
1 and 3, actually.
Why are we even talking about this? It's always one.
It's 1 and 3.
There was a third one? Oh, you talking about old girl from the new joint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, I haven't
said
fully
She
seen the
cold.
new
She look
one,
like my
but
ex.
Okay. All right.
he said moving on.
Better athlete, Serena Williams or Simone Biles?
Serena Williams. As far as like a woman athlete, I think she is the top of the list.
So do you not consider Simone Biles an elite woman athlete?
Oh, for
He didn't.
sure.
He didn't say she wasn't elite.
For
I'm
sure.
I know
If you had to put one,
I know he didn't.
I need Simone to win the Olympics pregnant.
that's
Why are we putting that as the standard?
because Serena won a grand.
I know what Serena did. I wrote a whole paper on it. I'm just saying, though, like, why does that have to be the standard?
I don't know what, it might be generational, but like I watched Serena and Venus play, and like she different. She's the LeBron of tennis.
Serena is the GOAT, hands down.
Yeah, but
All right.
I
Simone,
feel like Serena and Venus are the goats.
I got two more. I'm cutting some of these out. Right.
Bye bye.
Raven Simone or Miley Cyrus? Who was the better Disney Channel character?
That's so hard because like I can only see Raven in the shenanigans that she is of today. That like it's very hard to remember Raven who she used to be. Same thing with Eddie too. Like we're not even gonna really get into it, but
vagina.
like what? I'm gonna really have to go with Miley Cyrus because the Hannah Montana tour is coming up.
No, I'm going with Raven. Again, I think that's generational too.
I mean, I grew up with both of them.
I didn't watch a lot of Miley. That's why.
That's fair.
All right, I lied. I got two more now.
That's cool. We got
Get
time.
the best.
Pat Summitt or Dawn Staley? R.I.P.
What?
Pat Summitt. Better coach. Pat Summitt or Dawn Staley? Spencer, again, you could probably say this one. I know
Yeah, I
you're
was
not
gonna
very
say, I
well
don't
versed
really-
in women's basketball.
Damn. Why are you trying to pit me
But-
against my favorite?
But coach though, like, cause did Pat Summitt? She played
I don't think Dawn Staley. I don't think Pat Summitt played.
I about to say, 'cause
If she
Dawn,
did,
got
that's my
busy.
ignorance. I don't know, but I'm just talking about as coaches.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna look her up if she played.
I think it's tough because they both have staple wins against Geno and UConn. You know what I mean? I think Pat Summitt, when she had Candace Parker.
Wait, you're not talking about the white woman with the flashy suits, no?
No. Pat Summitt's the old Tennessee coach. She passed away, I think, of cancer.
Yeah.
But she back in like the 2000s and 90s used to go at it with UConn.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she played at UT Martin from 1970 to 1974. She was an All-American and all-time leading scorer,
see?
co-captain the
I know that.
1976 U.S. Olympic team to a silver medal.
Oh wow. Yeah, she's decorated.
Yeah, she played the first Olympic women's basketball tournament in 1976, winning a silver medal. She also won silver at the 1973 World University Games, gold at 1975 Pan American Games.
She walks so Staley can run.
I was gonna say high key, like if
Okay.
we're really gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
But again, you're pitting me against favorites, like.
And
I
these
don't
are two of like
that.
they're probably easily the top 3 coaches of all time. Them two and Geno. Not putting in order.
Right.
I'm
Oh,
just saying
yeah,
those
yeah.
those are probably the top 3.
No, for sure.
All right, and the last one,
But I love me Auntie Dawn. Auntie Dawn.
Auntie
please.
Dawn is great.
Stop
Come
putting the hooks
on,
up.
just come
Last
on.
one, and I already know what Spencer gonna say. Beyonce or Rihanna?
Why is she here again? Why Beyonce got 2 questions?
You're like, how'd she get here twice?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know who else to compare Rihanna to.
Beyonce, Rihanna.
I mean, there's really no comparison. They're in their own lanes.
like compared how though?
Like, are we talking about like music career wise?
as an artist as a whole, you got Beyonce and Rihanna are both having a concert on the same night.
Mm-hmm.
You have one ticket.
Well, Beyonce.
Who you going to go see?
Beyonce's concerts are legendary.
I was like,
But Rihanna,
Beyonce's more of a
cold.
performer. Like, Rihanna doesn't always fully perform at her concerts. Like, Beyonce,
She's putting on a spectacle.
like, she is a performer. Like, she puts on
She's a what?
a performer. She puts on a full thought out intellectual depiction of her creative arts and talents into one universal show that anybody can take away something from that show, no matter what race, what age, like who you identify as. Like, somebody of any walk of life can identify something from Beyonce. Whereas I don't know if as many people could say the same with Rihanna. And that's no shade to either one of them, because Rihanna, culture baddie.
Yeah,
like, staple.
I'd
feel
much
like-
rather go to happy hour with Rihanna than Beyonce though.
Honestly, I would rather talk business with Rihanna.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, take that down.
I feel like there was a time that
Happily
Rihanna.
married.
I feel like there was a time that Rihanna could go head to head with Beyonce, but I feel like Rihanna obviously hasn't put music out in 10 plus years. And
I think it's always been like a different category.
for sure,
Yeah,
but
like-
absolutely, I'm not saying they were even making the same music, but
No.
there's one you want to listen to and one you don't.
Well,
At a certain
I
time.
think one
I was
had
like-
club bangers and one had great albums.
yeah.
For
like,
sure.
Like, Rihanna definitely, like, there's still to this day multiple club bangers.
It's like Cole and Drake.
With
not
Beyonce,
do
though,
that.
I feel like Beyonce's also elevated in a way that she's peaked more times than a lot of artists would even be able to last in a musical career. Like, Beyonce keeps pushing the lever to show people that, like, she can still be in the top charts, can still be at her top performance, can still be able to go back to back back-to-back tours, whereas a lot of artists
Beyonce
like
got
they
me doing
slowly,
that.
And she brings people with her too.
right?
Like she's not just doing it herself. She's definitely bringing like the community with her. So
yeah, and like really setting herself apart that way.
Y'all
I
have
think
spoken.
what Rihanna has done though is something a lot more different than most artists do, is where she realizes like where her strengths are, and then she's also topped that. We're not just speaking like Rihanna's name just in music, and not to say like we do that with Beyonce
She
either.
became a
but
mogul, for lack of better term.
yeah, like she's allowed her legacy to expand in other ways than just music, whereas like Beyonce has done the same too. But I
You
think
see her in that Levi's commercial?
Beyonce will heavily be with, I feel like, music.
All right, well, shit. That's it for Keep It or Leave It.
But you know, both of them come on the show if you want to.
Y'all did y'all big ones. Now we moving on to the conclusion.
Yeah, I don't like that. Don't really try to pin me against my faves ever again. why you trying to put me in that predicament? That's like, you know, like that's like bringing like
I think that was anti-Women's History Month.
like just a tad,
I
That's
was
like,
trying to give the ladies their flowers.
I don't know. That made me feel like if you bring in like, if I had side bitches, I do not have side bitches, but if I had side bitches and you bringing all them in the room,
No, you started off
shit
hot
Spencer would
too.
do.
Whoa. 15 seconds of fame. Let's wrap this shit up.
I'm like, slow down, Savannah. What happened to be in a safe space?
Yo.
Like, I was almost caught with a stray. Like, oh my God. I'm still getting over the last strays I almost caught.
Oh, man. All right. 15 seconds fame. We starting with me or? No, it's Ash. I'm sorry. Because she got to do her
the
high
high
moment.
moment.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Look at him forgetting his lines.
It's fucked. And he got the script in front of him. It's crazy.
Damn! Gotta stop drinking, big fella. You're not a drinker.
He had a shot.
You're not a drinker.
Damn.
But my high moment for, I guess, the last week going into this week, I've definitely been doing a lot more self-reflection. And I would say that I've definitely been a bit too hard on myself. And I think that's something definitely as just people in general, but I feel like definitely as you're navigating your 20s and 30s, you definitely become a bit more hard on yourself with certain things. So my 15 seconds after my high moment is, but they kind of go one and the same, is really and truly just learning to be patient with yourself. So I've been really trying to be better and being patient with myself, and also really trusting myself and the process. But knowing like I've gotten myself this far, so I got to keep trusting myself that I'm going to continue getting myself to where I need to go.
Word.
Word. That was great. My 15 seconds of fame.
Thanks, Unc.
Pressure is a privilege. It only comes to people who earn it.
The pressure's getting worse.
Jacob low-key said this, I think a couple episodes ago, but it definitely rings true. Like, you can't ask to be in certain positions and then when it gets hot, be like, oh shit, you know, I didn't prepare for this moment. Like, no, once the pressure's on, that's your time to show and prove. And if not, you gotta get out the way for the people who are ready.
Can't be faking it to make it and then not think at some point you really gonna have to do it.
Facts.
Nepo
You about to say,
baby.
yeah,
Nepo baby.
faking it till you make it is to get you in the room. Now you have to figure out how to stay in the room. Now you got to create value.
Facts. Well, shit, that was great. This is great. We're great. Best podcast in CTB. Trying to tell y'all niggas.
Trying to tell y'all, fuck nigga.
They don't be
Nepo
listening.
baby.
My 15 seconds of fame is know your worth, multiply the value,
Then add tax.
and then fucking add tax.
Sorry.
Because no, that's it.
And then
Because
triple it.
because and y'all gotta get with folk when the price is low. Because if you can't afford the price when the shit is high, multiplied and added the tax, then I don't know what to fucking tell you, missed your op.
And the price going up.
And it's going up. Yesterday's price
Ain't today's price.
today's price.
Come on, Fat Joe.
With that being said, this is the best fucking podcast in CT. We here to take over. Get with us, get lost. Because you know what? It's a wrap.